Hello, beautiful Lovetarians. This is NataliaPH from the Lovetarian Way Movement, and welcome to the Lovetarian Way podcast. This is episode 13, and I have a fantastic guest today with me. His name is Carmel Sastre, right? Is that correct spelling?
Yes, correct. Carmel Sastre, perfect. Yes, thank you.
Yes, welcome. And let me tell you a little bit about the podcast and who he is. So, we have created the movement, the Lovetarian Way movement, as our humble contribution to assist humanity in the elevation of the consciousness. And of course, it all happens on the individual level so that we can all influence the collective. So we can all awaken and have a beautiful life of sovereignty, love, and light, freedom. That is the idea. And it actually starts at the energy level. And this beautiful guest of mine, he is an expert, we could say, and works with energies. He created his own modality. He's been a teacher. He's been a student of many different modalities, worked for many decades. And actually, if you stick around and you are here live, please stay till the end because you have an opportunity to win a session with Carmel when he's going to work with you on a distance, and he will assist you in your own healing. Okay, so without further ado, if you're new to this space, if you're watching on Facebook, please give permission to StreamYard to show your name. So you will see a little text next to this video or under this video. Give permission to StreamYard to show your name. If you're here first time, please do that. Then you don't need to do it again. And maybe share with us, ask questions. The more you ask, the better, because you will actually have bigger opportunity to win the session. So thank you so much. And my guest now, Carmel, will tell us what is energy all about, Carmel.
Okay. So I work with energy healing. Energy healing is really the electricity that we have, the power that we have, the light that is in us. And energy is, there are four aspects of energy. There is the spiritual, which is energy, the spiritual energy, the mental energy, the emotional energy, and the physical energy. So that's why when there is a problem or something happens, it all starts with the energy. And then if it chronifies, if it is there's, for example, stress from work or an emotional situation that the person can't cope with it. So then it's when it takes power of all the other fields. For example, the mental fields with anxiety, with depression, with a negative view about what is life. There is the physical aspect, so for example, pain. And pain or problems like little ulcers or blockages of energy. So basically, energy healing, what provides is really the flow back of this electricity, of this energy within the body, and really to activate the self-healing abilities that we all have. Because we are all interconnected, and we are all interconnected between all of us and with the universe. And we are part of Earth energy because it's our mother Earth, Gaia, which really nourishes us and then provides us then the grounding ability, the Schumann waves. The Schumann waves are really this vibration from the Earth that really has a power of healing. And we have it for free in our daily life, and sometimes we don't do it, how to use it. So that's why in energy healing, when I teach or when somebody comes in my consultation and I provide healing, I also tell the person some tools and some recommendations that are really free and around and that can empower and help the person to sort out the issue, the problem, or the weakness that is suffering at the moment. Beautiful. So basically,
yeah,
that is what is energy healing.
Wonderful. Thank you. Yeah, I've experienced this session with you. I think we had several actually, and it was really powerful. I mean, I was in my house, you were in your house, so maybe you could explain a little bit more for people who don't understand how it can work on a distance. Yeah, you said we all connected, enveloped in this field of electromagnetic energy. So you can actually communicate with someone on a distance. How is that? Why is that possible?
Yes, it is possible because, as a summary, is that we are all interconnected and it's all energy. So we receive the cosmic energy, not only the earth energy that I mentioned, the energy of the trees, of the nature, of the food, of the colors. So it is like the telephones, for example, or the radio. It all works, and even our thoughts, because sometimes it never happened maybe to you, Natalia, that maybe you thought about somebody and then the person called you, or
Happens all the time.
yes,
I
that
love
is
it.
energy. That is
Yeah.
energy. And then, for example, when they say, oh, love, you can't see love. How do you see love? Is the person getting in a different color? Well, if you see the aura, then you can see these little symptoms. But really, it is a feeling, it is an energy. So, what happens is that the same as the thoughts that sometimes we send a thought to somebody, or we receive the radio, or the telephone, we have a conversation, or now our discussion, because it's distance, it all works with energy. And it works exactly the same. The problem is that as people don't see it, so they think that it doesn't exist really. But it's not true because, for example, the energy of the sun, we only see a percentage of it. We don't see the ultraviolet aspects. Or, for example, and that's why when, for example, or the infrared, because when we go to the beach and we get burned, we don't see that, but we feel it later. So it has an effect. So the capacity of energy healing is really to go to a destination with all these interconnections that we have and these frequencies and waves. And of course, each modality of healing works in a way. Mine is very, very extensive because I work with different sources of energy, which really make that to be really powerful. So you can transmit all the information, but then you as well receive information. So basically, the distance healing is the same as face to face, but with distance. And the purpose of it is really to go to the root of the problem or the areas that are affected, always giving priority to what is the priority number one. Okay. And then to go to there, cleansing with your hands and with all the sources of energy, the area, the problem, make the person aware, ground the person. And when you remove this energy, because the energy can never be destructed, it can be only transmuted. So you transmute this energy in positive energy, and then you channel the energy, energizing um, the area. And so I work, for example, with the chakras and with the aura. So I work with all these energy centers, with the main chakras and with the minor chakras and with the mini chakras, because as well, all our body is really interconnected. So that's why that energy healing can work. It is like we are transmitters and receptors, and we receive
Yeah.
all this energy.
Okay, we have a question. Can this type of healing replace chemo radiation therapy?
Well, that's
Hmm.
something that an energy healer and a spiritual healer and a person who is interconnected with all the beauty and the strength of nature, it doesn't substitute any medical advice and anything like that. So basically, you need to proceed, follow your intuition, have a healthy life, a healthy food, go to the doctor, and then take it from there. Energy healing is something that can support you, provide you strength, grounding, more power, and help you mentally, psychologically, in all aspects. But never take a decision of not really following the steps of a doctor. And obviously each person has the power of and the
Very good.
possibility to really um, take a decision. But doctor, you need to follow the doctor. And then energy healing is really a magic thing with this love energy that really can help you. Yes.
Let me
I hope
comment.
I answered the question.
Yes, you did. I mean, please, Anna, if you have a follow-up question, go for it. I will just add to it a little bit because, as you know, the Lovetarian Way, we are basing our teachings, our guidance on the pillars that I've downloaded so graciously were given to me. And they are so in alignment, beautiful alignment with everything that you do. And pillar one, first of all is based in our true nature, unconditional love. Everything that exists, this energy, we believe, Carmel, right, that it's all unconditional love, our creatrix source, whatever name you resonate with, we're not attached, what you call it. It is unconditionally loving, and you are it. You are it, right? So if you take responsibility, the pillar one is take 100% responsibility for your life, for energies you take in, energies you exude, 100% responsibility. So if you are guided to see a doctor, we're not medical professionals. This is an official disclaimer. We don't give any medical advice.
Exactly.
Follow your inner guidance. And there's this beautiful field called integrative medicine, right? Integration. Integrate all that you feel guided to. I mean, Carmel, we're doing like gazillion things that we are guided to do. We just had a little discussion about it, right?
Yes, yes, yes. And the intuition, sometimes you follow your intuition and you have messages that are around, or a dream or something that really makes you really to say, oh, there is something wrong there. Or what shall I do? Or what steps am I going to follow? And as well to say, because I work with the chakras and then with the different sources of energy, the self, the universal love, really, the giving, to be compassionate, to give and receive. This is the heart chakra somehow, and that's quite funny, don't you think? So that the heart chakra is in the middle and an intersection of the spiritual chakras, which are the ones in this through the universe, and the more material chakras that are the ones below. So this activation, when there is love, when there is a smile, so all that provides really power, and the healing works much more. For example, if you try to sit on a chair and you try to make a hungry face and rage and anger and an ugly face, yes, really the worst, with rage and all these feelings, you will see how your body is going to start to be tense and not really well. And when you will smile and think about beautiful things and that you love your body and you love the water of the rivers, the water that you drink, the trees that help you, this pine smell from the trees, this power, so then your body is going to relax and really to empower itself and allow a better connection, reception, and transmission of all this energy around. Yes.
Exactly. Beautiful way of saying it. And, I understand. I know the person that asked the question, and actually, she is actually having her experience with that medical treatment. So I do understand. As a person who was diagnosed with cancer myself in 2001, I was given a diagnosis, okay? Lymphoma. 2001, I don't know if it was 2001. Actually, it was in my early 20s. Lymphoma. I have a little paper from the doctors that said so. You know what I have chosen to do? I have chosen not to believe it. I have chosen not to believe the diagnosis because in my hearts of hearts, I felt that was not true. And I have reached out to a bioenergotherapist, a person who can sense the energy fields. And he, again, not a medical professional officially. He was able to check the flow of my energy fields, and he was not in agreement with the official doctoral diagnosis, right? So what I would say to people who are always, faced with decisions, to really listen to their inner guidance, because I love medicine. I love doctors. I mean, I love science. Honestly, I love science, the ethical science I love. Nobody can really tell you what is going on in your body because you live in your body 24/7 and most of the time for many, many years. So, we need to take 100% responsibility and seek guidance, of course, inner guidance from our friends in light, and of course, listen. Why don't you go to talk to this doctor, this doctor, this doctor, this doctor, and make your responsible decisions? Wouldn't you agree with that?
Yes, yes, totally. And by the what you mentioned as well, that you didn't want to believe what the diagnosis that they provided you. The important thing, and that's power, and this is energy, is that the mind is creating and can confirm, accelerate, and nourish a disease only by thinking. For example, oh, I am depressed. Oh, I am. Well, you say it, you create it with the words, with the energy, with your thoughts, and you aggravate the situation. So there is, and in fact, in energy healing and with my technique, which is called chakra aura. So the power of the words is very important. So that's why affirmations are very important. The belief, the power of transformation, and then the visualization, because you can visualize as well. And there are techniques. In fact, I'm writing a book about meditation through visualization, which I use and depending on the person, so to help them. And there you have the power really through visualization to start to transform the energy the same as with the hands. So
Yeah.
obviously I work with visualization, but I work with my hands and then with different sources. But the mind is very powerful because it creates. So what happens really when we want to create something, we think it first. Otherwise, we can't do it really, or we feel it.
Yeah.
So it needs to have a beginning, and then you take the actions. And according to how the steps go, you take one action or the other or the other. And with the chakras, it's all exactly the same, because the power of creating, the power of taking action is the third chakra, which is the solar plexus. So that is there where a person accumulates the stress. That's why you can suffer from an ulcer, etc. But the power of mind, which is like we have several brains in our body, but it's one of the brains, and we have the pineal gland, we have the pituitary gland, hypothalamus, and to be honest, it is like a radar that really receives and provides us the rational side, but as well the intuitive side. So
Yeah.
that's why there are exercises as well when I teach or when I recommend to people that may have some difficulties as anxiety, etc. I work with the hypothalamus gland, for example. But then I provide exercises that really activate all that. Why? Because you need a peace of mind and really to generate this energy that, as you said, Natalia, that happened because your powerful mind,
Yeah.
faith, spiritual connection, and the other aspects that I'm sure that you have been, as for example, changing some patterns in your diet and taking follow your intuitions and
Yeah.
so on. This has allowed you really to provide this magic thing, which is this powerful energy that you have been created, starting by your mind. So
Yes.
that's why I really understand
And
perfectly what you said.
let's play with this because the story goes on, right? So I'm 45. I was in my early 20s. I like to give real life examples because there's just nothing better than experience, isn't it?
Yes, yes,
You
yes,
know,
totally.
if somebody goes through something, they developed the right, they earned the right to talk about it. You know, nobody needs to agree with you or me. By all means, do not agree. Have your own experience. That's the definition of spirituality. It's your own journey. So having been on the journey with cancer, okay, so I have a diagnosis. And okay, I say to the doctor, with all due respect, I disagree. Okay. And then the person, the energy healer tells me, no, there's a flow of energy. We'll move it a little bit here and there. You do this, yeah, take care of yourself, love yourself, meditate, do all those beautiful things. See what you're eating. Maybe it would be a good idea not to eat sugar. Maybe it would be a good idea to eliminate that energy, meat, processed food. I was like, yes, that resonates with me. And most of all, love yourself, right? Okay, good. And believe what you believe. Believe in your heart. If that is what your heart is telling you, believe, right? Okay, so we did that. And then I was scheduled for an operation because it was interesting enough. What is this? It is a communication center, right? I had a tumor in there. So then I said, I will definitely would like to have that removed. Why not? You know, I mean, actually, we know cases, Carmel, right? When this can be removed just by manipulation of subtle fields of energy. And there's lots of material and books written about it that could have been done. But, 20 plus years ago, I was not that enlightened. So I said, fine, why don't you just remove it like you would remove a tooth? Okay, let's remove it and let's find out. But it was my choice to say no to chemotherapy and no to radiation, because that was what doctors, very, very famous doctors, will not mention names, very reputable, they said, let's do chemo, let's do radiation therapy. I'm like, no, let's not. Let's remove this, right? So they removed it, and the whole drama unfolded over 2 months. They were testing. The blood tests were really iffy during the process, but then they call us on Christmas, around Christmas Eve, and they say, oh, we asked after the operation and everything, oh, we're so sorry, we made a mistake like that last time 35 years ago, we have found no cancer. Oh,
good.
Oh, and they say, would you mind giving us that paper bag? And we're like, no, I would not mind. Do not worry, we'll not see you, but I will not give you this paper. I will keep it as a testimony to my power of my faith and my belief. And here's the thing. So we're very clear. We are not saying you're not to do chemo or radio. You need to take responsibility, right?
Exactly. Yes, you take responsibility because that is what empowers you, and you take the actions and the decisions, and then you see all the other possibilities, and you decide it's your life, and you decide what you want.
Exactly.
And that gives you a power. But of course, that all depends on the person, and the person really needs to have this feeling, this strength, and this
conviction, right?
How and the power of taking actions according to each belief, because each person has a belief. Yes,
100%. And I'll say, in the Lovetarian way, the main tool that I've downloaded, I've called it the algorithm of co-creation. So this is exactly what you said. So the way it was shown to me, well, about 12 years ago, 2009, is it 12 years now? Yeah, 12 years. So the energy of thought, it appears. So you have your inside, you have a thought, something came, right? Some energy is present that you focus on, and you start hearing it, you start maybe seeing it. Depends what kind of clair you've got. Maybe you're clairvoyant, maybe you're clairaudient, maybe whatever, right? Maybe you'll see a sign in the sky. Anyway, the thought is there, and then this thought marries the energy of emotion. And we believe, Carmel, right, that there are two main emotional fields, like fear and love, right? Those kind of dual energy fields, right? So when that thought marries the energy of emotion, depending which one, then the feelings are coming, right? And you start feeling things, things are starting to going on. And we all know, Carmel, how we feel when we're empowered by love as opposed to fear, right?
exactly. And the thing
The
really,
difference.
yeah, The thing is that the yin yang energy, that's a reality that really happens in here. So
Mm,
there is the night, there is the day, the yin
mm,
yang. And the same happens with the emotions. There is hate, there is love, there is compassion, there is like, and each chakra is related to an emotion and to energy, and the whole body, as it is interconnected, then all happens the same. Yes,
yeah.
but basically, if there is no love, compassion, and understanding, it's not working. It's not working, and that's why there are all these wars in the world, this jealousy, this envy, instead of all being worked with love, understanding the other person, and accepting. Not that is black, that is white. Why it can't be in the middle? So basically, as a yin yang, we are always like a balance. We go a little bit more to the yin, to the yang, but that's not a problem, because when it is the perfect balance is when there is no life. Okay, but as we are alive, we have strengths, we have weaknesses, but the important thing is really to be conscious, to be responsible, and really to take the actions and see where we can work. Yes. For example, the first chakra or root chakra is also called. Okay, it's at the perineum. This one is to do the positive side, is really to feel safe, to like your body, to take care of your body, your physical body, and to feel safe. And it's the survival thing, which is as well the money, all what is the material side. But then if it's unbalanced, and if it's in the other side, the negative aspect is the fear, and
Mm,
you don't value yourself, and then you have a weak, and all that, as you say, Natalia, is really the thing that when it's out of balance, it start to unbalance our chakras. As for example, the throat chakra, which, as you were saying, it's the communication. And this
mm,
communication is not only the communication with others, because sometimes the problem is the communication with oneself, or even the higher self. So this throat chakra, when it is blocked or it is unbalanced or something happens, we need to see what happens and what to change and how to activate, or how to release the excess energy that cause a congestion in there.
mm,
And
mm,
that's why that in our life, as all is energy, for example, a father that tells you, oh, shut up, you don't know anything, or you are too young, and then you are too old, and then you are, but it's always the same. Oh, you don't know anything, or, and then it blocks this chakra. You don't
mm.
really know how to express yourself. Are you going to be judged? Are you going to say something bad? And that is the thing, and we are all energy in that, and that's what happens.
Yeah.
So that's why that it's I totally agree in all that, and it's really amazing, because this power has provided you really to sort out the problem.
Well, and skeptics will say, well, maybe there was no cancer there in the first place. Is
That's
that
the
even
difficult.
important? Is
Yes,
that even important? Do you not agree that we all have cancer cells within us?
exactly.
And why do people manifest cancers and other people do not manifest cancers? Some persons might say, oh, it's the genes. Well, epigenetics today teaches us that very, very teeny percentage of cancers are only assigned to genes, so to speak. Everything else is the genetic expression, right? So how you
Mm.
think, how you feel, how you eat, how you handle stress,
All
etc.,
that,
etc.
yeah, all that creates this energy and these blockages. And for example, people who are stressed, then they become to have problems, as ulcers, as I was saying before, but they can feel bloated as well when it is congested.
Yeah.
And then, so after a healing session, the person say, oh my god, it looks like my belly is like better. Oh, what happens? Why? Because it was congested. But then you need to see really what problem is really doing that. Because if it is for example, a job, so then you need to take action, and it doesn't mean that you run away from your job the same day, but
Yeah.
you plan so that you move because you want your well-being. And that
Yeah.
happens, for example, as well, to clients I had and all that. There are people as well that emotionally, for example, they've been raped or abused. And then what happens? Then the second chakra, which is the one, the water element, so the sacral chakra. So this and the sexuality, it is to do with the sexuality and intimacy. So then these people, then they can't, and it applies for women and for men. They can't really have sexual. For the woman, it can hurt, or it's not working, or no pleasure, and for the man, it can be an impotence, and then the person can't really perform any sexual activity, and that is because of the second chakra. And the second chakra is really this feeling of guilt, because when the second chakra is balanced, it is the joy to smile, to, oh yeah, let's have fun, to dance, to enjoy life. And the opposite is the guilt, or maybe that's not good. And then when it is affected, it has this impact. So what is important then is really to go to this root of the problem and working consciously. And that's why all this, all is related, all that.
It's related. Claire
And
said, yeah,
oh,
please.
sorry. And for example, when there are problems in there in the second chakra, there are the problems of menstruations, or very painful menstruations, for example, or cyst in the ovaries. That means, the ovary is a creation. What happens? Has somebody maybe told you that you can't create that, or are you frustrated? So we need really sometimes, when we have symptoms somewhere in the body, why? Where is it? How can I change it? Yeah.
Yes,
Sorry.
no,
I
absolutely.
wanted to
No,
add
no,
this.
no. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Claire is a shamanic practitioner. She's on this podcast. I will have her in October on the podcast. She said, if you had believed you could well have developed the cancer, for example, and that's something we really need to point out: the placebo and nocebo effect. We know so many cases, don't we, where a diagnosis was made and a patient believed it. They died. They believed so much that they died. Then the post-mortem was done and they were perfectly physically healthy.
Yes.
How about that, right? Talking about proof.
Yes, exactly. That's why the power of mind and our beliefs are really empowering us, or making us depleted. So it is, we need to have, it's like this energy that really allows us to create,
Yes.
As with the magician, for example, in the tarot, it has the 4 elements. So we are all magicians.
Yes.
We need really to use the tools and to create this alchemia, this energy, this magic energy with these 4 elements that empower us and really connect us from the universe, from the with the earth, and then with all the nature, the spirit of the animals, of all that surround us.
That is so wonderful what you said. It's so interesting, because we, in the Lovetarian way, we guide people all the time. The magic with CK, we use it with CK, the magic of self-transformation. It's not the pulling the bunny out of the hat. It is your alignment with your divinity, awakening your divinity. And we're not talking about religion here, okay? We're talking about energy.
Yes.
God, the way we believe God is not the dude with the beard sitting somewhere in heaven.
Yeah.
No offense, people. If that's what you believe on. That is your choice.
Yes, totally agree. That's why the magic things as well, as you say, I will say, because I love this word, because all is magic if you know how to do it.
Exactly. We actually, on that note, Lovetarians, if you have missed it, we had, I believe it was episode 8 with magician and astrologer Colin Lewis. I mean, check it out. It was so cool. He's a magician and he's an astrologer, and he's really fantastic with moon cycles. So we did the new moon ritual, and on the 20th of August, which is next week, we're doing a full moon ritual, and we had swords and we had cauldrons, and we're playing with all sorts of stuff. So check it out. But you,
Amazing. I will.
yeah, but you also with working with tarot a little bit, no?
Yes, now I'm really concentrated in energy healing. But
Oh,
yes, I read tarot. I have been teaching tarot Marseille, tarot Rider Waite, the clones,
uh-huh.
and tarot Scapini, and I have done as well one deck as well about the
Oh, oh,
Oracle Lenormand. Okay,
right.
with images, it's another oracle, another way of doing. Yes, but I
Oh,
use the cards really more than from a predictive perspective or vision, as saying this is not going to work.
yeah.
This is. I don't like to work like that because I think that the we need to give power at the person, and really the tarot for me is really what could happen. Okay,
Yes. And
according
yeah,
to the cards, but
yeah.
really that these cards give us advice to see when we see something with maybe it's negative, maybe it's good, because maybe a
Mhm.
relationship finishes and the purpose is for a better thing,
Mhm.
but there is maybe a traumatic process, whatever. But then the interesting thing, and that's why I like this process of reading cards, is really to unblock the cards and see what advice they tell you, what recommendation, and with all that you can um, take decisions and maybe ideas,
Yes.
according to the cards. Then
Yeah.
there are different ways as well of reading cards, the predictive, then to see where there are blockages. And even I have done several psychogeology readings with the cards and family constellation with the cards that I printed quite big like that. And then
Mhm.
the process was the same. So
Yes.
yeah, I
Yeah.
read cards and tarot cards and this
Yeah.
Lenormand oracle, which is
Yeah.
another technique. It's an oracle which is easy to learn
Yeah.
and very funny. Yes.
Ah, yeah, fantastic. However, it's like once again, all those things. I mean, I have my little crystal ball, I have my pendulums. It is the extension of my own energy, of my, yeah, what are you finding now? Oh, look at you. Hey, woohoo! Your ball to
Yeah.
my ball. That is awesome. Great. No, so the point is that those things, whether it's an amulet or a talisman, they are to enhance, right, our own energies. They are to help us becoming the most that we can possibly be, to awaken. I mean, honestly, guys, girls, we are all, if we all connected to our source, we're more powerful than millions of those that are not. I mean, seriously, we are that powerful. We could light up the whole city, right?
Yes, yes, exactly. That's why it's very in the tarot process and the readings. I really like to work in that way to see really what is happening, what can be changed, how to empower us. Then to see the person with which card the person is identified. And then you can see really with the psychogenealogy readings. So you can see as well where is the problem, because sometimes, a person may have the role of a mother and the
Oh, yeah.
mother as the daughter. So there is a problem in there.
Mm,
Or a
mm.
person has a problem, a woman I remember that came, she became a yoga teacher, and I really said, I see you as a yoga teacher. And she
Uh-huh.
had problems always with men. And the problem was because of the father,
Uh-huh.
and that caused, and grandfather, and that caused really all this problem that she
Yeah.
really wanted to adopt the power to really show the father that he's not more powerful than her. So it is really
That is a
interesting.
power girl. Beautiful. Awesome. Listen, question, because Natalia could go on and on, but people have questions.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I talk too much.
No, I talk too much. Please address that. Can you see the question, Carmel?
Okay, yes, interesting. You spoke about the specific area of the body, ovaries. So it's all about clearing the second chakra. And of course, to believe in myself more and give a lot of less thought to diagnosis. Okay, so yes, Annele. The ovaries is to do with the second chakra, but it is not only the second chakra that you need to work with, where the ovaries are, which is the water element. You need to work as well because they are affected all. Probably the first chakra as well, and which is the root chakra, the physical thing, or maybe you have a lack of acceptance of your body, or you feel really bad, or something. You need to really see where the thing comes, and as well the other chakras. Is it a communication thing that really you can't, and then you store in you this feeling that you can't create, or you didn't have the life you wanted, or you are in a relationship that you don't want, and then it creates this thing as a message, to be honest. So when I work in that, in fact, I had a person. Of course, I never say, oh, this can disappear with energy healing. No, because with energy healing, you only work with energy, and the energy has intelligence and consciousness, and then they do this thing. Basically, we put our intention, but we channel the energy in there. So there, for example, it's very important to cleanse all this area and work a lot with the second chakra. Yes. For example, things that you can do is really to start use the color green and orange when you eat, which really cleanse, because the green is really
For your help with my green drink. Anna, girl, get your greens.
the heart chakra and all that, and exercises and things which are very good for that, for the second chakra. It is do, for example, merengue, to dance merengue. Why?
Oh, okay.
Because you move your hips and all this area. So there are things. But yes, answering your question, yes, it is the second chakra, and you can work with the second chakra. You can visualize that these things disappear and are disintegrated, how they disintegrate, this energy is transformed, and then you receive a positive energy in there.
Beautiful. Okay? Yeah. Go on. No, you've got something else to say about that?
About the ovaries?
Yep.
Yeah, I would say that it is a little bit to flow the energy in all the body, and really to talk about your problem, not to store it, and then do exercises of meditation, visualization, and meditation, visualizing how this disappears somehow. Yes?
For a second. She said she has 2 left feet.
Sorry?
She says she has 2 left feet for dancing.
Oh, very good, very good. But really, the emotional thing is very important, and to be positive and to visualize really that this energy removes and gets there, and visualize from the cosmos an energy that really cleanses all that and takes out the energy. Try to ground yourself as well. Grounding is as well very good. For example, not only through meditation, but as well being in contact with the earth, with the nature, the sea, so that your feet touch really the ground, and then you have the benefits of the Schumann waves, which is the energy of the earth. That in fact there is a documentary that you can see in YouTube, which talks about the scientific explanations, which sometimes is not very clearly disclosed, and sometimes it looks like it's always hidden under a book, and this is a free tool that we can all use, and it's called the Earthing movie, I think.
Yes, Earthing is great. Yeah.
Okay, the Earthing movie, I think it's the name. And there is an explanation about people that really, and scientifically it is confirmed, that people have been like getting better with pain and with all the things, blood pressure, etc. And so I think it's worth, if you can have a look to this film. And then if you have any question, you can always write me, and with no problem I can answer you. Yeah.
And I'll add to that, remember that every podcast that we have had some fantastic guests that have something to add to it. So remember the one with Tanya, who is a sound healer, and she was teaching us to take a singing bowl and place it next to different chakras. You know, when you take a singing bowl and then you can actually meditate with that sound and creates resonance to balance your chakras. So that is such a beautiful process. That's one. And then Theo Newton, the composer, spiritual artist, he was telling us about different frequencies of music. We talk about Schumann frequency all the time, right? You can actually, or solfeggio frequencies, you know, you can, there are different frequencies of music that we can actually use. And on YouTube, there's so many beautiful free videos as well that people can find. Just like, you know, you would lie down, you would start visualizing, and then just let the music play and maybe do some chanting, right? Because in our workshops, we also assign different different sounds to different body parts. So each chakra has a sound to balance it, right?
Yes.
Oh my God, there's so many things. And then, of course, have a session with Carmel. So all this beautiful energy can be balanced. All right, to the next question. Sharon asked, hold on here. Can you see it?
Yes, is distance healing as effective as hands-on healing? Yes, exactly the same. It works the same as, for example, I'm now able to answer, and we are, I don't know, a few kilometers away. So it works exactly the same. It is a feel. It's a feeling. It's an intention. It is a transmission of energy. Yes.
So I believe this is, I mean, no offense, Sharon, we love you, you know that. That the question is coming from the mind that is trained to see separation, right? Because we have this bodysuit and that's what it is, right? However, energy, that's when we say we're all connected, of course, this beautiful infinite field of energy connects us in this quantum soup. And the body that you have, the body that I have, the body that Sharon has, well, that's just like a temporary moment in time where you're more denser, you exist in that body. However, the energy that you really are is infinite. And when you, Carmel, you focus, right, on working with that person as you did on me, she might, if she's open, she might actually feel it. She might actually feel it, right, wherever she is. I don't know where Sharon is, but let's say she would be in America. She would feel it, right?
Yes, because there are people that they have pain, and then with the session, they start to feel like little energies moving around, the pain a little bit increasing, then disappearing, and people, with the pain decrease. Obviously, if it's something which is chronic or it is since a long time, it will require more. So it will go like down, up, but each time better, better, and better. But sometimes, with one healing session or with three, then it can work. It depends on the case, how is the energy. The older it is, the more difficult. So that's the thing. But of course, the person can feel a tingling sensation or something that is burning or something, an emotion, and start crying because there are emotions there that are being kept for a long time. And most of the people, they feel something. There are people who don't, but they have the benefits of saying, oh, my lower back pain is gone, or oh, my knee, or so, yeah.
Yeah. I'm feeling like giving away your session now. Can you tell a little bit about it, how you would conduct it? What did you have in mind when you say that you would give a healing session?
Yes. So for the person, for what I'm going to say is that we are going to meet, so email, and we are going to agree a day, a time that is convenient for both of us. And then we are going to agree how we are going to meet, if by Skype, by Zoom, whatever. And then we meet, we have a chat, we discuss maybe the concern or whatever the person would like to work, and then I will do the healing session. And I will recommend as well, according to the problem of the person, a few tools and things that the person can do as well. Because as I am not a doctor, I am an energy healer. I
Yeah.
don't prescribe tablets and medication, but I prescribe energetic things, as for example, dancing or or do meditations or things like that, more energetic things that look like or grounding yourself and that work amazingly. So depending on the problem, there are things that are good for most of the people, but depending on what, then I do the recommendations. So that is how a healing session works. And then depending on the person, if the person wants or not, I can be a little bit pushy. And then during the session, I can guide a mini meditation. Okay. It's not really a meditation because I need to focus as well in what I'm doing, but from time to time, I can guide some little task of doing a certain visualization, specific visualization uh, for the problem, no, that the person has.
Mhm. I'm going to say just now, whomever asks the next questions will get the session. Go, people. Go now. But here's the thing. You said something. You don't prescribe pills and all of that. Okay, beautiful,
Because
fantastic.
I'm an energy healer, no doctor.
But here's the thing. Rather, I should say, and here's the thing. And I really would like to encourage people to open their minds to that understanding that everything is energy. A pill is energy. Thought is energy. This is energy. Everything is a form of energy that vibrates at certain frequency, and it will interact
Yes,
with
and that's why as well, Natalia. What I say is that so I work and I provide the energy healing, but I want to empower and that the person, not only when the person comes for my healing session, but the daily life, that the person has these little tools for the rest of life and start doing things. So according to the sessions, I start and I say, okay, maybe you can do this exercise as well, especially if the person has anxiety or depression, depending on the problem. So that's why it is good, because I like that the person is always welcome for more sessions with me. But at the same time, in the meantime, if the person doesn't have any session, so the person can do the little work, about cleansing the chakras or relaxing, breathing exercises, etc.
Okay, great. Thank you. Here we have a little compliment for you from Sharon. She had one with you and it was excellent. She's in England. So thank you for sharing, Sharon.
Yes, it's a long time. Yes, yes, yes,
So
yes, yes,
maybe time for the next one. Hint, hint.
yes, yes.
I said the first person that will ask a question, people, please focus. Ask a question. If you would like to win a session with Carmel, do not make statements. Ask a question. I am playing with people a little bit. Statement is not a question. Ask a question, you will win a session because we have a lot of.
Well, blessings for Sharon.
Sorry, what did you say?
Yeah, blessings for Sharon. So
Bless.
nice to see her.
Yes. Oh, look at that. She a smart one. Anna went. I think she's winning a session. Look, how long have you been practicing? Good one.
Oh my God, more than 25 years.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So,
I started when I was 14 without knowing much, and then I started all that. So many, many years. Yes.
yeah, many years. And you actually, can you tell a little bit about different practices that you have gone through? Because there were a lot.
Yes, well, I've done several techniques such as Reiki, pranic healing, done many courses pranic healing. I've done quantum touch. I've done clairvoyance courses. I've studied as well the power of oriental diagnosis according to macrobiotics and the energy of food in us. So I've been practicing macrobiotic for 7 years. Then meditation. I studied meditation, clairvoyance. Clairvoyance tools. I started to study as well, all to do with tarot, self-development tools, clairvoyance tool, remote viewing, all that. And then I studied as well all the techniques from South America about healing. So
Yeah,
Tesla
quite a
healing,
bit. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so many things. And at the end, with all the information, I
You
studied all the things which are not really healing, no, as for example, tarot, or palmistry, for example, I studied, and but it's all complementary. And then I developed my own technique, which I call chakra aura, because basically I work with the chakra and with the aura.
And thank you so much for bringing your light into this world and daring to play your own music. And this is also one of the purposes of the Lovetarian Way. You know, like I say, the way it was given to me, it's like a bridge. The Lovetarian Way is a bridge, energy bridge of light that guides people through this field of infinite choices towards the inner light, towards the love that they are. Because there are so many opportunities to be whatever. You can be whatever you want. You know, we have free will. But really, if you can align with the divinity within you, if you can awaken your most powerful self and be authentic, OMG, right? So thank you so much for playing your music, man. It's fantastic. So I think Carmel, Anna, maybe she'll get that session because she's been the most active here. You feel it?
Yes, of course. Done.
Perfect.
So looking forward to work with you, to see you, to meet you. And yes, I am glad really to provide you this session. So
She will, yeah, Anna, you just, you will go to his website. How do you want her to contact you?
she'll contact me by email if she wants. Yes,
What
at
is the
Carmel.
email? Can you type it in the comments? You see comments, Carmel?
Yes,
Can you type it and show it?
Carmel
We
Sastre.
have another question, or rather a statement here. So people ask you questions. We're not finished yet, Claire, but thank you. Great podcast, she
Done.
says. Can you show it? Oh yeah, okay, I'll show it. Hold on. Carmel Sastre. Oh yeah, okay. It is in a private. Well, thank you so much. In a private chat. I'm gonna
Oh, sorry.
No, no worries, no worries. I'm
I
gonna
don't
show.
know why. I have the Gmail and the Hotmail. Both are
Oh, it's
okay.
coming now. It's coming now.
I have
All
to.
right. So Anna, here is his Gmail, better Gmail, I think. So there's one more. Yes, sorry, I have to go. LOL. Okay, thank you so much, Claire, and I'm looking forward to the podcast with you in October. Have fun and a great
Hi,
weekend. Thank
Claire.
you for coming. Thank you. Anna says, yes, she's been struggling with this for quite some time. What would your advice be? We kind of talked a little bit about it.
Okay, so there, why a blockage? What is happening exactly? If there is a blockage in there, then it would be really good. For example, if you start like singing or talking or expressing your things and see what you keep in yourself and maybe you don't say
Well,
when
you
it started, what happened as well 6 months ago or maybe a month before. What did you have an accident? Has something really impacted you, or you couldn't answer, or somebody maybe left you and you were having a relationship or whatever. So it's really to see where is the problem and then to work according to that. And then as well, it's important to see if it's blocked or if it's congested. So which is the opposite, you know. So that is something because according to that, then you activate the chakra or you release it. But that is to do with the communication. Okay, yes, you had an accident, yeah, because and that's there. So we need to go into there, see what happened, and all that, you know. And this accident really has generated this shock that really affected the throat chakra. And I had many cases, that's why I told you about a possible accident, because I had two cases of people who were stuttering, they couldn't talk, properly. And with healing sessions, it was gone. And that's a throat chakra that has been impacted. So basically, we know already where it comes from, and then it would be important to go and work with that and see what you feel as well that is not working properly in this chakra,
You know what I'm doing, like intuitively? I'm taking my light ball and I'm playing with it on my throat. Like
That's a
it's
good idea.
telling me something, huh? And I'm chanting and I'm visualizing. You know, we spoke to Tamsin also, who is a healer, crystal healer, natural healer, Tamsin, 2 podcasts. She said, and I have this intuitive prompt sometimes, just to lie down, play the music, visualize light, and put crystals all over my body, and just like allow Mother Earth to do whatever she would do. And then I see the light of my higher self or masters, light masters surround me and just do your way with me. I'm open, and let the love flow through me easily, right? You know? Hold on, what she's saying. Anna is saying something. I can't read the email address. It's so. Yeah, no problem, no problem, Anna. I will send it to you. Yeah. So what? Maybe why don't you say something to Anna about the eyes? Because I can't see. What could we do with the eyes to see clearer?
She sees it very small.
Yeah. What could you advise to someone who cannot see clearly? Some little.
Okay, that is, yes, if the person has problems, with the view, yes, with the sight. Yes, so basically there it would be good to cleanse so the energy of the liver, with a lot of greens and all that, because they are quite connected to the eyes, no, this energy. And then to work, for example, doing little physical exercises as to roll the eyes to the right, then to the left, and
Yeah.
do some exercises like that, so that you exercise the eyes, and you're going to get tired because it's like going to the gym. It's a training, but for the eyes. So there are several exercises for that. And then energy healing session as well are good. And then meditations, because when you do meditation, you use your third eye, a third eye. So then meditation through visualization is very powerful. And specifically with the meditation that I have by the way, I have a book about the chakras. And here I speak about the chakras, and I have a meditation which is grounding, flowing energy. And then there is an energetic exercise, which is a meditation through visualization that you create something like a box or whatever in front of you, and you remove all this energy that is in your eyes and the center of your head, the back of your head, and you remove any dark colors, any emotions. And then you need to see as well, if you have there the problem in your eyes, if there is an image that really impacted you, if there is something that really as well shocked you, that you have seen and you haven't maybe digested as well.
Oh,
And then,
knowing the person, I think it's a strong possibility, Anna, my dear.
yes. So that's why, you need really to dive in. And that's how I work, little by little, to see where is the origin, where is the root of the little problem, with no speed, all calm. The important thing is these exercises of visualization, go to what impacted you, and then to work with this image to transmute the energy. And this image can be in your memory bank, which is at the back of your head, as an information and a reality that happened, but that doesn't have the power of destroy you or make you feeling bad, because the energy can't be destroyed, but it can be as a lesson, a message, and to empower you. That's the thing. And added to that, the grounding would be amazing because it's going to allow you all the flow of this cosmic energy, earth energy, and from all the energy around that really empowers you. I
Right
hope I
on.
helped you somehow.
Beautiful. So, on that note, Carmel, you have a few more minutes.
Yes, sure.
So we
All the
will.
minutes you need.
Mwah,
Beautiful Natalia.
thank you. Well, we will invite you back to come back maybe in November because we booked through with guests, but I want you back because you're so cool.
Oh,
So then
sorry.
November or something. But in the meantime, yes,
Yes.
I made a banner, so the email is bigger. I will also put it in the comments. So congratulations to Anna. You've got the session. You other people, your responsibility. You did not ask enough questions, so Anna got it. What will be next time? There will be next opportunity. Please contact Carmel, best probably by Gmail or Energy Healing Carmel Sastre, right, on Facebook. Share this podcast with people. Share, because a lot of it also comes from replays. Share, share, share. Sharing is caring. Share, share, share. Anywhere you can. And now we will chill. We will go into a little meditation. Carmel will guide us to 2 minutes of meditations. And you have a fabulous weekend, peeps. Enjoy. Energy of joy is wonderful, right? Love yourselves. Join the group, the Lovetarian Way. Share. Okay, I'll
How
share.
many minutes do I have?
Well, how many minutes do you want? Go for it. Whomever will
Okay,
say
I go for it. I go for it.
you go for it. I take off my glasses. Take it away,
I
master.
hope I'm not going to be alone at the end of the
No, I'll be
meditation.
with you. I'll be with you.
Okay, good.
So whomever
Okay,
goes, kisses, and we're gonna meditate now.
okay. So
Take
then
it away.
the position is going to be you sit on a chair, feet flat on the floor, hands facing up on your knees, back straight, tongue touching the palate, so the roof of the mouth near your teeth, and a smile, a constant smile. You take a deep breath, and you are aware of your body. And you're going to start to visualize from your root chakra, so at the perineum, at the base of your spine, a ball of bright white energy. This energy is going to get wider until your hips area, and then down through the chair, the floor, the earth, until getting attached to the center of the earth. You are in contact with Mother Earth. From your feet, the soles of your feet, you visualize roots going down through the earth until getting attached to the center of the earth. And always smiling, you are going to visualize now bright white light from the center of the earth and all the earth getting up through your feet, knees, hips, first chakra, root chakra, or perineum, and then down through the center of the earth. It is like a circuit. It goes down to the center of the earth. It releases any energy that shouldn't be there or any excess energy. The energy is transformed in the center of the earth, and again, as a circuit, the energy goes up through your feet, knees, hips, first chakra, and down. Very good. And now you are going to visualize it. When you breathe in, you absorb it from the center of the earth through your feet, knees, and first chakra. You block for 2 seconds your breath, and then you breathe out, releasing to the center of the earth energy. You block for 2 seconds your breath, and so on. So you can do it for 10 seconds. Breathe in, visualize, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Very good. This energy is already running or flowing through our body. Now we're going to visualize a beautiful bright white light from the universe coming down through your crown chakra, so through your head, the whole head, throat, neck, backside of your shoulders, down through the whole back and through the spine, going down, pushing, removing energy, any energy that shouldn't be there. Lower back, then it reaches the root chakra. There, release to the center of the earth any energy, any blockages that you don't want in there. And the positive energy that you have there in the root chakra from the universe mixes from the earth energy that, remember, you're receiving through your feet. The meeting point is there, the root chakra. The energy starts spinning and goes up to the front part of your body, so second chakra, pubis area, solar plexus, the stomach, as well the spleen, which is on the left side, and the liver on the right side, and then it goes up the chest. The energy is pushing up, throat, head, and the energy goes out like a fountain. And imagine that we are the fountain. This energy provides us the power of cleansing our aura or magnetic fields around us, but as well to provide us light and power. You smile, you have gratitude for the universe, the energy of the universe, for the energy of the earth, to all guides, all protectors, all souls, all the elementals, all the elements around, the nature, and all light beings. You take a deep breath, you are conscious and you are there sitting home where you are. You are going, if you can, and you don't have anything in front of you that can affect you, and you will put your hands touching the floor and fingers for 3 seconds to release any excess energy. And then you are going to sit back in the initial position. You take a deep breath, you're conscious of your body, always with your eyes closed, and you say, thank you, thank you, thank you. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. And you visualize a ball of bright white light coming down, surrounding you like a net that provides you energy and power. Take a deep breath and you open slowly your eyes.
I don't want to. Oh, thank you. That was lovely. Oh, we still have some people.
Thank you. Welcome back to everybody.
Oh, that was lovely. I'm dizzy now. Have some water.
I don't know how you felt, Natalia.
I felt great. I want to stay there with the ball of light. So it's with me now. I'm surrounded with light. I'm surrounded. I take it with me everywhere I go.
Good, good, good.
Thank you. That was fantastic.
You are welcome. It has been a pleasure to share that with you.
Wonderful. Oh, did we have to come back? She says, yeah. Yeah, Anna says, did we have to come back from that space? Can we not stay there? Well, we need to live our life as humans in this moment in time, girl. So you can go back and visit as often as you want. But you know what? I say to the people in our workshops that meditation is life. Embodiment of your spirit is what you came here to do. I mean, it's nice to float. Of course, it is nice. You know what the subtitle of the book that I'm writing is? It's grounding the spiritual floater. Because people love to float in the field, right? However, You
Yes.
came to do the job, right?
Yes, this meditation, well, I've done it short, but sometimes, you get there and it's, oh, you are there and enjoying. I am, and you start to flow more energy from here, from there, and all that. So that's why I want to put all this kind of meditation in a book, and really to share with everybody because they are amazing, really.
Yeah.
The power, the grounding, and all that, and really the effects of the grounding meditation, the flow of energy, it is accumulative. So it means it's like if you have a saving account and you put some money every day. So it doesn't matter if one day you don't you don't put any money because you
Mhm.
have there still a reserve of energy. Yes, so
Mhm.
it's exactly the same. And really when you practice this kind of meditation, and for example in cases of people that couldn't find work, that had problems and all that, so I provided energy healings, and I said as well, do every day the meditation if you can, and then in 3 months it was a big change because this power of meditation is really really powerful because we are connecting with all the sources of energy without realizing.
100%, my brother. 100%. So, thank you. It was a fabulous Friday podcast. Guys, girls, goddesses, have a fabulous weekend and enjoy yourselves. I am going on holidays. I hope. I hope with a Corona Schmarona. I'm going next week or the week after, whatever. Yeah. Well, anyway, my point was that the podcast next week is happening with Colin Lewis. We're going to go in the zone and we'll do full moon rituals. So tune in next Friday, the 20th, and then I'm going on holidays. So I already was mentally on holidays. So there will be 1 week break with the podcast, but next week there's still podcast, yes. And Carmel will be back with us in November. We will play with some dates. If you would like to, can people get your book actually if they wanted to buy it?
Oh, it is in Amazon.
Amazon. Okay, what is
Yeah.
show it? The Secret Power of the Chakras Revealed. Ooh, awesome.
Yes,
Great.
it is available in Spanish as well.
Ah,
Right.
good.
It is
Yeah,
the
because
English version.
you know how many languages? Oh my God, French, Spanish. What else? Portuguese.
Yes, English, Spanish, French, Catalan, Valenciano, Italian, Portuguese, and German, and very little Russian, but I don't mention it because I think
Yeah. No Polish, no little Polish words.
no, no, not Polish.
Well, I have one quick.
I understand words in
Yeah,
Polish, yes, because when I was in London, I was there very often. I was going to a Polish restaurant, which was amazing, amazing, amazing.
yeah. Polish food is amazing,
Oh,
amazing. Yeah.
so good.
Well, I've got a word for you. Polish word. Dziękuję. It's thank you. Dziękuję. Say it. Dziękuję.
Dziękuję.
Everybody. Dziękuję.
Dziękuję.
Perfect. Okay, so dziękuję. Thank you. Gracias. What else? Let's say it in all languages that we know. Dankeschön.
Dankeschön. Spasiba.
Спасибо.
Grazie. Obrigado.
Obrigado.
Merci.
Okay, merci. That's right. Thank you so much. Talk. I think it's Swedish. My husband is Swedish. All right. I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you so much, Lovetarians. Enjoy your weekend and join us next Friday. And you'll be back in November. You'll be back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bless you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you.